what I've learned is that at the end of the day, the proof is in the pudding, right? If you go into a scenario, a work scenario in this case, and the person is treating you poorly over and over and over again, the first thing to look at is, are they treating other people like this? Or is it just me?
Right.
Right? To look at that from kind of the 20,000-foot view versus the
Mhm.
5,000, which is just me and that person. So
Yeah.
that's one thing. If they are, then clearly it's not about you, it's about them. Which rolls into another recommendation I would make, which is, and this is very difficult, Alan, and it's taken me years to really get this. And I feel like now this is one of the reasons I feel like I have my master's in conflict. And that is, don't take it personally.
Mm.
Now, that's
Yeah.
really easy to say.
So
And in
hard.
fact, when the coach that I worked with said that to me, I looked at him and laughed. Like, how can I not take it personally? This guy's being a complete jerk in everything,
Yeah.
calling me about stupid things and yelling and again, and he said, but is he doing that to everyone else? And when I backed up, kind of literally rolled back in my chair and looked at started observing, I was like, wow, he is doing it to everyone else. But I've been so myopic and immersed in my own thing, which all of us tend to do, I hadn't seen it. So that helped me to start steering my ship, turn it a little bit differently, turn my rudder, if you will, like a boat,
Mhm.
to the viewpoint, the perspective of this really is about him. It's not about me. Now,
Right.
am I still going to put up with bad behavior? No. So, how do I now then, as Catherine said, it's difficult sometimes to establish your boundaries and God to enforce them. But
Mhm.
then you have to have some tough conversations. And
Yeah.
then you have to be willing at the end of those conversations, and then the proof in the pudding that continues to happen. Am I willing to continue to put up with bad behavior? It's kind of, I don't want to make this sound too simplistic, but once you set the boundaries, sometimes, especially if the behavior has been going on for years, which often in workplace settings it has, you have to kind of remind, like, okay, reminder, we made an agreement that that's not going to happen. This is not going to happen anymore. So I'll give you an example. This gentleman, well, he's not a gentleman, but this man, we had this conversation. We agreed to new methods of how we would deal with each other. The next time he called me yelling, I said, hey, I'm going to call him Jack. Hey, Jack, remember that conversation we had? And we agreed that this is not going to happen any longer. And you're no longer going to yell at me on the phone. So I'm now going to hang up. When you get cool off, you're welcome to call me and we can have a conversation. And I hung up. I mean, literally, I had to walk outside and like splash cold water on my face because I was so proud of myself, but terrified. This was my boss at this.
Gosh. I mean,
So,
just hearing that, I'm sure there are people who like hear you tell that story and just go, like it just because it takes
oh,
such courage in the
yes,
moment to do that and to stand up and say,
yes,
no, not today. You are not having me. That is not okay. Hard line in the sand.
right.